Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers third-party upgrade review. I'm fresh off the heels of the TF Nation Transformer Convention, Europe's biggest Transformer convention, and I am jam-packed full of convention flu. I've got the sweats, the sore throat, and the horrible blocked stroke runny nose. So excuse me if this video feels a little bit pieced together audio wise. It probably is, to avoid me coughing and spluttering. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, this is the Perfect Effects Perfect Combiner PC23 upgrade kit for dinosaurs. This is of course one of the two upgrade kits currently available from Perfect Effects for our Volcanicus Dinobot Combiner. First impressions, the box actually looks a little overexposed, almost knock-offy, if that makes sense. But we've got basic information on the back there, and you can see that we've got Grimlock with the upgrade kit making him a touch taller and giving him half decent forearms. And we get the combined weapons. See, that really does look very kind of bootlegged, but hey, who am I to judge? I think it's PC23, I think, of theirs as well, which is the hands and feet, but I haven't got that one yet. And also TF Dreamwave have done a upgrade kit for this set as well, so I'm going to try and get my grubby little mitts on that as well. Like most upgrade kits, they come packaged in a plastic clamshell, and mine was actually loose. My inner workings of this second subsection with the chest piece, that was rolling around in the box. Color match seems to be pretty darn good straight off the bat, and Perfect Effects make very good, robust kits. Obviously they are made to professional standard, so very much liking what I'm seeing. And they've got little Diaclone crotch piece there as well, so we can sit our pilots in. Now let's crack this open. Let's take a look at the individual pieces. First things first, we get two of these feet pieces. Now at the moment they're not held together by any screws. We do get a baggie of screws as well, but don't worry, I will talk you through putting everything in its place. We get this large piece which doubles up as a shield. Again, really nice color matching and very solid in hand. We have the subsection for the crotch. We have the thigh upgrade pieces. We get two of these. We get a baggie of screws that are required to make the upgrade kit work. We have an axe piece. Love how the tip of that looks, and I love this translucent orange that they've used as well. The same orange is pretty consistent throughout the rest of the set. We've got these really nice long blades. Loving how they look, very kind of Energon-esque. We get the crotch piece for combine mode, which of course doubles up as a Prime Master or Titan Master or Diaclone cockpit, very much like we got with the G1 toys. Now that is a big nostalgia vibe, a very nice nod, but completely unnecessary, but I'll take that as a win. We get two other swords, all kind of different lengths and sizes, and we get this kind of blade piece without Energon attachment. So we get quite a bit in the set. Right, first of all, we need Grimlock on the slab, and we've got a screw here and a screw here. We're going to unscrew both of these.
And you want to do exactly the same thing for both sides as well.
Right, so these pull apart, and I found the easiest way of prying apart is just to get a very thin blade in there and just work the two pieces apart, and with a little brute force and ignorance it will just slide off. And basically looking at what we've got here, we're no longer going to be using this piece of the arm, and we are no longer going to be using this piece. We can then slide the new forearm pieces on. Now we no longer need that spring-loaded joint for the outer arm because we have it sculpted in there. So we slide this piece on. The fist is going to go in exactly the same way as before, just slotting in to those grooves, and then we're going to bring these arms back in together, and then using the new screws provided, we've got a screw here, here and here. Do that for both arms, and make sure you get your fists on the right way around. I have mine back to front, but yeah, he's already starting to look pretty hench, isn't he? Really coming together. Right, this time we're going to go around to the back. We're going to lift up this hip skirt, and we're going to remove this screw, this screw, this screw, and this screw. With this screws out, you want to remove both sides of this thigh guard, and the piece we're looking to keep is the small red ratchet piece. So remove that from the thigh. Taking a look at the new thigh attachments, you see we've got this gap just on the inside there. This is where this piece slides inwards like so, and then this is going to slide in like this, and then this is going to come over the rear like that, and we can tighten up the screws, and then the remaining part of the leg will slide in on here, sliding in to this gap. So we now have legs that look like these. He's really starting to hench up. Come around to the back here, and there's these slots on the base of that crotch piece like so, and then we can kind of bring in the armor. Now we can get the larger of the blades that can just slot in nicely to his hand, and then bring in the additional chest piece, and I've got it going under like so in the book, like that. And here we have the Grimlock portion done. Definitely adds some nice height to him. I love the range of motion on those new arms as well. We get a really deep bicep curl. Legs work really well. Nice and tight there. Nice bend on that knee. So everything works as it should. The shield section is quite heavy for Grimlock to hold, but yeah, I think it definitely adds that needed height to him. And as far as difficulty level goes, I mean, that was pretty straightforward. And here they are all together in their robot modes. You can see you load them up with those additional weapons. I know this is designed to be used in Dino mode, but I wanted everybody to have a weapon. So there we go. They all look remarkably lovely together. Now they're all armoured up to the teeth. Now transformation for Grimlock works exactly the same as if we had him prior to his operation, although this time we have these nice tabs on the side of the legs which allow these to tab in firmly. And this can tab in. We can bring these legs down, fold the fists inwards and inwards, just tidying those up. Here we go. And we have these double jointed knees here, so we can kind of just tidy up Grimlock's legs. The tail, of course, is on that hinge, which really does tidy up the back there. Now that they've got rid of these shorter legs, I think that definitely works a lot better. You've got so much more range there, and it's a lot more natural I say natural, I mean it's a giant dinosaur robot. So this here tabs in on the back, just slides on like so. So that's his kind of backpack. You know, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not amazing either, but I think it definitely cleans up a bit better than he did previously. And then we have our Dino Riders style pilot system stuck on the back of Slag there. It just lifts up and there's loads of room to fit a Diaclone pilot or a Titans Returns Headmaster. Really nice little touch there. Something they didn't need to do, but very welcome nonetheless. Right now, to get him combined up, you want to remove this backpack. And these pieces are tabbed in. They tab in at the front and tab in like so. And you want to just give those a tug and you're left with this main chunk. The two pieces that we detached, they are now going to slot in together firmly, like so. Transform Grimlock up as if he's going to be in his combine mode. And these just slide into those groove sections, pushing and tabbing in on both sides, like so. And then bring Grimlock's head down into the chest. And with the rear of the arms lined up, we can bring in this back piece with these pieces here sliding in to those slots on the back, holding everything into place nice and firmly. It's not the easiest of tasks, but once it's in incredibly firmly. There we go. There. That is now locked in incredibly firmly, and it really does bulk out the back. Grab the Diaclone seat. You want to bring this down like so. That just tabs on at 2 points on the underside here. Oh, really does make the world of difference. And that's going to come around. These are going to come up like so. This is going to come all the way around. And then this tab here are going to line up with the corresponding tabs on the front. Ratcheting down, I think it's 2 clicks to get those to line up perfectly. And we have this additional hinge section up here, which can now bend like so, whilst this piece here is still locked into position. Squaring up the lower legs without losing any of the articulation. Completely optional, but the choice is yours. You can use the original hands and tab them in on the side there to form movable hip skirts. Rotate the lower legs around. These slot in to the base of the handle so that these can be held together firmly. Bring in these 2 pieces as well. They're going to line up and join together like so. And then slide and slide, push all the way down. And there we have a rather large blade. And there we go, fully combined up. But not really sure what I'm meant to be doing with those legs. They don't look right at all. Since I've rotated this piece round, so Grimlock's tail is at the front as per the instructions, I can't for the life of me, seem to get these to line up very well. So I've put Snarl up here as an arm now, so he kind of bulks out a bit more. The sword can attach to the rear. There's just some tabs on the back there. Not really sure where she's meant to go, whether she's meant to fit on there still or not, but for now I'm going to have her just kind of holding a sword, I think, and just prepping. She can be in charge. There we go. But we've got these, I'll put these feet on, and obviously we've got the hands there. The sword does fit in these hands, but I really do need some additional upgrades. I really think we need something around that knee area as well to kind of pad that out a bit, bulk it out and give it a little bit more height. But other than that, I mean, he does look remarkably different. I think it definitely works. It's a very easy to install kit. Yes, there's parts for me involved, but the overall effect is definitely worth it. It's still not as tall as Predaking. We're still going to need some sort of miracle if we want him to be anywhere near that height, but it definitely helps pad it out and gives it more of a Volcanicus or Volcanus, whatever his combined form is. You know, it's the Dinobot combiner. The Dinobots have never really combined in any of the animations, so this is kind of a new step for them. So let me know what you think. Is this kit worth it? Yes, I think it is. We really do need to get those hands and feet though, and I'm hoping they do something around those knees just to pad out the lower legs and just kind of make this a really top-notch combiner. Thanks again to Robot Kingdom for making this review possible. I'd once again like to apologize for the state of my voice during this video. I am pretty unwell thanks to the convention lurgy. Until next time, for myself and the Perfect Combiner PC23 kit from Perfect Effects,